What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making the simplest and easiest and healthy apple crisp recipe. I make this every winter, like Thanksgiving, Christmas. It's just a must-have dessert in my family. And to be honest, I just want an excuse to make it because I wanted it again, even though I just had it for Thanksgiving twice. So without further ado, let's get into it. All you're gonna need for this entire recipe are apples. I prefer any type of red apples for apple crisp. So apples, coconut sugar, coconut oil, maple syrup or honey, old-fashioned oats or any type of oats really, cinnamon, and that is about it. So as you guys saw, I did preheat the oven to 400. I personally just preheat it to 400 because I want it done as quick as possible. So preheat your oven to 400 and then we are gonna start peeling and slicing some apples. So I like cutting my slices pretty thin and my oven is preheated, and if you are someone who is fine with taking your time, you can do this step and then throw it in the oven, but I typically do this step and then just throw it in the microwave because it's a lot quicker. So you guys know me, I don't measure anything, but you're going to take a little bit of coconut oil. I just have this baking kind, so it's already like in the liquid form, and you literally just do a little drizzle, tiny bit. And then you take some maple syrup. So for this part, you can use maple syrup or honey. So you just drizzle a little bit of maple syrup on them, a little bit of ground cinnamon. Well, I love cinnamon, so I usually do a lot. And then honestly, just a tiny bit, this is coconut sugar, just a tiny bit of coconut sugar. Well, it came out too fast, but this is a little bit bigger batch than I did the other day. So a little bit of that, and then you just pop this in the microwave for about 2 minutes until the apples get a lot softer and it kind of absorbs all the sweetness and cinnamoniness. Okay, so this is steaming hot. The apples are a lot softer now, and we're literally just going to mix this up. It might need a tiny bit more time depending on how many apples you have. I did do a lot more apples than I did previously during Thanksgiving. I made 2 little batches for Thanksgiving. They each had 3 apples. Today I did 4. So I might pop this in for 30 more seconds. Add a little bit more cinnamon. And we're gonna throw this in for 30 more seconds. Okay, once that is out of the microwave, you just give it one more little mix up. And then we're actually gonna transfer it to the dish you are baking it in. You don't need to spray the dish at all since there is coconut oil in it. From my experience, it never sticks, but I am gonna spoon this out just because there's some extra liquid and water in the bottom from the apples. Now I'm just gonna dump out this little bit of extra liquid in this bowl, and then we will actually just make the crisp topping right in here. Once again, no measuring at all. But in this bowl, we are gonna combine oats, mostly oats, cinnamon, coconut sugar, maple syrup or honey, and then a tiny bit of the coconut oil. So it's all the same ingredients plus oats for that crisp topping. Now I like mine super crispy, so I do a lot of oats and cinnamon. So that's what we're gonna do next. I always start by pouring the oats. That looks about right. Some maple syrup, a tiny bit of coconut oil, just a little, a lot of cinnamon, a little bit of coconut sugar. This is where I like to add honey just because I feel like it helps like little clumps of crisp stick together. I don't know if that makes any sense, but also adds some sweetness. So just a drizzle of honey, and then we just mix this up. I can tell it's pretty dry, so we're gonna add a little bit more maple syrup. Adding more cinnamon. Okay, this looks about right for my liking, so I'm literally just going to spoon this crisp topping right on top of the apples that are in the dish already. Gonna flatten them out a tiny bit and then just add the crisp topping. I may have made a little bit too much crisp, but can you really have too much crisp, you know? So we are just gonna pop this in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. I really don't know how long I usually leave it in. I'm just guesstimating. I usually just check on it every 5 or so minutes to see if it is getting crispy and like golden brown. So we're gonna throw that in the oven now. This was in for 15 minutes and it looks perfect, perfectly golden on top. I just have to take a quick photo of it and then we will eat it. Well, I will eat it, sorry. It is done, took my photo, and obviously I need to try it because I'm obsessed with it. And I personally love having this with the So Delicious Cocoa Whip. I finally got my hands on some and it's actually delicious. Like, I really don't like coconut that much and it tastes like coconut at first, but then it's just like straight vanilla after that. So, highly recommend. It is delicious. Except it's really hard to open. I feel like I'm about to make a mess. So here's what it looks like. It's a little bit deconstructed, obviously, but I promise it is delicious. Usually Cocoa Whip isn't this frozen. My freezer's just broken and loves to over freeze everything. It's so embarrassing, guys. Cameron, this was not like this. No, I can't even like dig into this. Bon appetit. Phenomenal. I hope that you guys like this recipe as much as I do, even though I really didn't give you a recipe. I just kind of told you the ingredients. I really think the key to cooking is not having a recipe. Well, that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you guys try out this recipe and comment below your thoughts on it because I'm obsessed and it's super simple, literally 5 or 6 ingredients and takes less than 30 minutes to cook. Well, to bake. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.